Dontaesboxingnation, Dontaescookingnation. We out here. Where are we at?
We out here in Bangkok.
There you go. She's from Ireland. Matter of fact, introduce yourself to the world.
My name's Hannah and I'm from Ireland and I'm the biggest fan in this country.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Biggest fan?
And I'm from Ireland. Sorry.
No, I can edit it. Don't worry about it. All the way in Bangkok, Thailand, y'all.
No,
I'm gonna get
in
it right.
Ireland as well.
In Ireland. You hear that? DBN is international,
My
guys.
churros are ready now.
Dontaesboxingnation, what's going on, guys? So in one of the most vicious knockouts we've seen this year, Conor Ben completely stretches Chris Algeri in the 4th round. It's not impressive that he beat Chris Algeri. What made this win impressive is how he beat Chris Algeri. Chris has only been knocked out by one fighter before this, and that was Errol Spence. Keep in mind, he's been in the ring with Manny Pacquiao, and Manny Pacquiao couldn't knock him out. Pacquiao was able to knock him down several times, but he could not knock him out. I'll tell you guys the truth. When I first watched Conor Ben, like his first couple of fights, I said this man ain't going nowhere. I seen no talent. He looked wild and predictable. He really looked like he had no skill. I'm amazed at the progression. I mean, I seen a fighter that was so mature in this Chris Algeri fight. The way he jumps back to where he's always out of range to really get caught with a lot of punches. He sets things up with a powerful, stiff jab. He's always using great head movement with great timing and speed. Because see, it's one thing if you have power, and this is what a lot of people don't understand. You can have all the power in the world, but if you don't have timing to go with the power, then it's not that effective. And Conor Ben, he has the timing to go with the power. I would love to see Conor Ben versus a Virgil Ortiz or even a Jaron Ennis. Now, Conor and his promoter Eddie Hearn, they called out Adrian Broner and Sean Porter next. Now, we already know Porter is retired, but once again, when people start throwing a whole bunch of money at you, sometimes it's hard to resist the temptation. But Sean Porter, he made it very clear. He does not want to be labeled as just a gatekeeper at 147, and I think even Sean Porter would understand that that would be a difficult fight for him to win. I think the type of fight that will lure him out of retirement is somewhat of a guaranteed win. A fighter who he sees a lot of holes in his game and he's extremely confident he could go ahead, grab the bag, and get the W. Now, when it comes to the Adrian Broner fight, there's no doubt about it. That is a good test for Conor Ben. Let's just say hypothetically, if he were to get that fight after that, we would all expect him to step up in competition and really fight like some of the top 10 contenders. Speaking of the contenders, the Adrian Granados fight, I was impressed with that performance as well, just because the amount of respect that Granados showed for Conor Ben. Because if you guys know Adrian Granados, he's a warrior. He usually wants to fight toe-to-toe, but in that fight, we've seen him constantly moving, constantly tying up Conor Ben. He really, really respected Conor a lot in that fight. So overall, this was a great performance by Conor Ben. I look forward to seeing his progression in the welterweight division. You know, the whole landscape is going to change because most likely Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence will most likely move up to 154. Leaves the division wide open for these young lions like Jaron Ennis, Virgil Ortiz, and Conor Ben. Let's see who's the last man standing. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.